Hey, what's up, friends? How you doing? It's me, Lasty here. Welcome today to a brand new episode of the FC24 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. Episode number 254 today. I hope you're all doing well. Just to let you know at the very start of this episode that there was a double upload yesterday. We first day back on the channel for a few days. I thought, hey, we'll give you a double upload. So if you want to see both of them, they're in the top corner. Check them out. Maybe pause this one, go and watch them, come back to it, and then you'll have a whole bunch of RTG catch up done. But yeah, once you're back here, hello again. Do me a small favour, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe as well to my channel if you are new. Thank you. I am today going to focus on qualifying for champs. Now, I know it's Tuesday and I know that, well, today's the last day of the Serie A Weekend League and I am not even qualified. So we need to get that done. Bear in mind that I got this stuff filmed on Sunday or recorded on Sunday and I'm filming it for you now on Monday. So after I filmed this, it will be late afternoon on Monday. So I should have either a bit of time to either get like maybe 10 of my matches done or something. Either that or it's going to be left to 20 games all on the day that you're watching this, which is Tuesday, for tomorrow's video. So we'll see. But I'm hoping to have one big champs video with the rewards at the end for you in tomorrow's episode. That would be quite nice, wouldn't it? Because then I can focus on getting back into the division rivals and maybe do that draft objective and all of that good stuff. There's plenty of games for me to be playing, or plenty of matches for me to be playing within this game this week, just to really catch up with everything, so I don't miss out on any rewards or anything like that. So as you can see, first game in a goal fest. This was literally first game for a week on this game, and I figured I would probably be quite rusty. However, I got a 6-3 rage quit in game number 1. Sorloth's debut was obviously going quite well. He'd scored quite a lot of goals and had made my opponent rage quit. So that is just W all round in reality. So we're 1-0 in Champs Playoffs and we get ourselves an 87 times 5 for reaching level 38. Are we going to get a blue in? No? No blue in an 87 times 5. Come on now. Come on now. Of course. 5 times walkouts. What are we going to get? Kane and De Bruyne. So 2 nice high-rated golds, to be fair. But no sign of a Pateas, Mbappe, anything like that. Still yet to pack either of those this year. So into game number 2 we go. A solid squad once again. A very solid squad, I have to say. There's some serious stats on some of those players. But I think I might have found a front 3 that kind of works for me. Lewandowski being the worst one of the 3, yet he still scores goals like that. I mean, Salah, it's difficult to beat here. I think he's probably the best player in my club. But this Sorloth is, he gives me the Drogba vibes, but maybe even better, which I didn't think there would be a striker that's actually like comparable, if not better, than Didier Drogba this year, because he genuinely was so broken when I was using him, and it just feels like we've got another one of those players right here. It does seem that the high strength, high aggression, good aerial with the aerial gold playstyle plus, that sort of thing, 4-star, 5-star, that sort of thing, it works, and that seems to give those strikers that just seem to have that FC24 aura about them. But yeah, I mean, literally playing here like I never left. I think a week off of actually playing the game has kind of helped me just probably not overthink things and just literally try and have fun with my new squad, because as you can see here, just scoring goals for absolute fun with all 3 of my different attackers, and then some of my midfielders and stuff will get in on the act as well. This opponent here had a red Giroud, so he has obviously finished the weekend league, got his rewards, and then gone into qualifications again, which I guess quite a lot of people do, right? I tend to wait until later in the week, but this Giroud is he's quite something. Excuse me. Oh, I feel like I didn't even fully get rid of the cough, so it's going to happen again. Sorry about that. We make it 4-4. I then stupidly give a penalty away in the 70th minute, which Giroud then scores. And I'm 5-4 down. So I got to turn this one around, really. Oh, I'm 6-4 down. Mayday, Mayday. I need to get good here. I do win a penalty and score that penalty with Salah, and then just a few minutes later, we found ourselves like 1-on-1 or 2-on-1 actually. But I kept running with Sorloth. I actually red timed the shot and made it to 6-all, and then in the 116th minute of extra time, we've ended up getting another goal there with the big man from Norway. He's very, very, very good. So we get a 7-6 victory in that one, and that takes me to 3-0 in Champs playoffs. One more win to essentially guarantee the fact that we'll be able to get into this weekend league. But hey, we're on an unbeaten streak right now, so let's kind of carry it on, shall we? Next opponent's squad didn't look that incredible. And to be fair, I ended up going 1-0 up after, just under 20 minutes. 10 minutes later, Salah knocks it through to Sorloth, and just sort of do that skill move just to drag the goalie one way and then shoot the opposite direction. And then I've been hitting those green time finesses, like opening up the body, like Salah opening up his body and just hitting them kind of really, really well in this little batch of games. So the servers were obviously feeling lovely, no issues with that whatsoever, and I think things were just working out in my favor. So there's 4-0. Lovely stuff. Into the next one. Not the greatest squad yet again. Some gold players there. So I wonder if this is like a fairly new account from my opponent. I ended up just passing that one back rather than trying to take the shot at the dodgy angle, because I know I would have just hit the post or it would have hit the side netting or something. And I'm glad I did pass it back, because Sorloth assists to Lewandowski to get the goal. He then gets a goal of his own, and then Salah can just hit a finesse shot. So all three of my attackers there getting in on the act to get a nice 10-minute 3-0 rage quit. That brings me to 5-0. So halfway through a perfect run of Champs playoffs, which is not something I've actually been able to do this FIFA, or ever, I don't think. I don't think I've ever had a perfect run of, let's say, like 10-0 in playoffs. I never really find it worth it. It's normally a real sweat fest. But I have to say, I was just really enjoying playing again. I do realise that when I'm away and I don't play, I do genuinely miss like the fun that I get from when I win games. And then it's as soon as you start losing that you start thinking, oh yeah, I remember how this game can really stress me out. But I do have to say, like, on the whole RTG experience of this game, I do absolutely love it. And that is why you get a video basically every single day on it, because I just enjoy it. I really do. So my next opponent has managed to bring his Aubameyang all the way up to a 95 via a couple of evolutions, I think. And now that is a spicy card. It really is. But it took me 16 minutes to go 1-0 up. I can then grab the ball with Lewandowski off the defender a couple of times. Ended up going 2-0 up there. But Aubameyang's quick, and he just sort of ran past all my defenders and squared it to the Bayern women's striker Schüller. And then Aubameyang can get in on the act as well with a little bicey. He's through again, by the way, and I've gone from 2-0 up to 3-2 down, and I'm like, oh, okay, maybe the win streak ends here. But then I remembered I've got Sorloth, so we're all good there. Get that one back to 3-all. And it wasn't actually Sorloth that scored the next header, it was Havertz. So I've got a few people from corners now that can score headed goals, so that's great to know. And then Onabatia with a brilliant little ball to the back stick for that man Sorloth to get in, get another goal into the back of the net. And hey, why not have absolutely doing the goalkeeper there to get ourselves yet another goal, 6-3. I think we might end up winning this one. Luckily, I'm just toying with him at this point. Lewandowski just running rings around people there. And then one more right for the end there. We'll make it 8-3 in the 94th minute. Yeah, tons of goals getting scored. I'm conceding goals, but I am just absolutely powering through and outscoring my opponents. That is for sure. Next opponent, now that's a team. And of course, I know that he got at least 13 wins in a weekend league in order to get that Red Fekir, who turns out, of course, is always going to come back to haunt me, knowing that I didn't get it. He's always going to score against me whenever I play against him, because I'm going to have it in my head that my opponent is better than me because they got more wins than I could get that weekend. And that's okay, you know. sometimes I'll still be able to beat them. And we're doing so right here. As you can see, 3-1 up, 46 minutes on the clock. I get paused on, and I'm like, well, maybe that's another little quit. So, yep, there's 8-0. I'm pretty sure. Now that, my friends, is the best I've ever done in Champs playoffs. Next opponent's got Giroud, though. We know how much the red Giroud tore us apart when we last played him, so gotta watch out for my opponent and his abilities here. But Salah to Sorloth seems to be a fantastic partnership that is just going to get stronger and stronger as we carry on playing through this game. Giroud does equalise on me, of course he does. Sorloth to Havertz this time with a little finesse shot, of course, having a fairly low shooting stat, but because he's got finesse shot plus, he absolutely smashes them into the back of the net and doesn't even think twice about it. What a boy Kai Havertz is. I absolutely love him. And we're at 9-0. So it literally comes down to this last game. Can we go fully unbeaten in our little playoffs run? It's a good squad. It's a good squad that my opponent's got. I especially love the look of that 94 Bobby Firmino in the team. He is sure to be a solid player. And I go 1-0 down and I'm like, aha, here we go. We've made it to 9-0. Now we're going to match up against someone that I just can't beat. But I get the equaliser, 32 minutes on the clock. He then managed to get a player sent off. I think it was Loftus-Cheek in the midfield for him, got sent off. So he then removed one of his strikers so he could still have a bank of 4 at the back and 4 in midfield, which is the smart play. I would do exactly the same thing. And I mean, as you can see, it was still working out quite well for him. He was still managing to get goals despite only having that sort of one attacker. He was relying on his Pele. But when I went 2-1 down, I equalised. I went 3-2 down. I equalised straight away that time, literally from kickoff, I think. And then just a lovely knockdown from Sorloth to Lewandowski, 82nd minute. We can finally go into the lead. And let's just keep it going, shall we? Sorloth's going to knock it in. Lewandowski gets the goal. We go 10-0 in Champs playoffs, which may not be a big deal for any of you out there. But for me, I've not done that at all this year, or maybe ever. So I was kind of buzzing. I just really enjoyed that. I enjoyed everything about that. I think I've got the team set up in a way that I like it. Having 2 big boys up top in Lewandowski and, well, Lewandowski is weird because he's not. He's the worst one. Sorloth and Salah are clear. They're so good. And then Lewandowski is very good, but I don't think he's like best of both. Like, you've literally got Salah, the techie, fast, finesse shot beast with the 5-star skills, and then you've got Sorloth, the absolute man mountain that just seems to run past everyone, win all the aerial battles, shooting is off the charts, and is just a goal machine. When I think I had a little look at the player bios, actually, towards the end of this episode, I might not show it in the video, but I think Lewandowski had 10 games played, 10 goals scored, and 11 assists, I think. Something like that, something really crazy. So, like, 2 contributions a game. And then Sorloth had, like, 10 games played, 14 goals scored, and 7 assists. So, like, they've both contributed the same amount, but it's just a slightly different split in goals and assists. This right here is an 88 times 3, by the way. I get Van Dijk as the face card with a TOTS behind it. Come on, be someone absolutely amazing. Who is that? Who is that? Costinha. I don't think that's ideal. 89, 89, and then 88 Wendy Ranard that we've already got. Saj. That pack right there for level 39, the 88 times 3 was about as good a chance as we'll ever get of getting, like, you know, a guaranteed classy Serie A TOTS. But the Giroud just did not happen. Mike Maignan in the next pack right here. Double walkout, of course. Golds, though. Maignan and Bruno Fernandes. Anyone else in that pack? What was that pack, actually? That was 84 times 7. Okay, so we're on to the daily ones of these. This is a tradable Team of the Week player pack, by the way, that I just got from having some duplicates. And it was actually someone that was extinct. This David Neres is extinct at 42.5k because he is a perfect fit for that latest evolution of the 100k one where you can turn them into like a 93 rated card with 5-star skills. He's a good option for it. So he sold instantly. I get 42k for him, which is lovely. And then we do get a TOTS here. What's this one going to be, though? This is an 84x7 again. So Harry Kane with a TOTS behind it, and it is Germa, 94 rated centre-back from the NWSL. Some good play styles as well, I have to say. But she's 5'5", so it's just not that feasible to use, is it? So fantastic fodder now sitting in the club. I am going to go ahead and complete the Joselu, however you pronounce his name, SBC, because if I'm loving Sorloth this much, I think Joselu is going to be a very similar version to like that, and of course gets the Real Madrid links that I've already got in my club. By the way, a little Rodri and De Bruyne, a little Man City duo midfielder pack right there in our final 84x7 of the day. No blue in that one though. But yeah, getting Joselu into the club, because obviously he's probably got more of a chance of getting the upgrade. Real Madrid are the Champions League winners. They just normally are, right? But I now have both showdowns, so I don't mind who wins. We either get a really, really good Dortmund card or a really, really good Real Madrid card, so I'm happy with either. But I would prefer Dortmund to win the Champions League. I would like that. It would just be a bit different compared to Real Madrid winning it, as many times as they do. Adding another one to them, it would be more special, I think, for Dortmund to win it. Yeah, I'm hoping Dortmund win it, but it doesn't really matter to me now because I've got both showdowns. So one of them is going to be an absolute monster, and the other one's already a good card no matter what. So yeah, for now I think Joselu goes on the bench over like Aubameyang, just because taking Lewandowski out does wreck the chemistry by a couple. But I'll figure it out, don't you worry. And that is my current team with my current bench. It's looking good. We've gone unbeaten, 10-0 in Champs playoffs. Will I get a chance to play actual FUT Champs for you for tomorrow's episode? I'm hoping so. And if I do decide to just take Serie A week off of that, then we'll get stuck into Rivals and we're already qualified for the next one. Whatever happens, happens. We'll see the sort of time I get, how I'm feeling, all of that stuff. Jet lag is still currently ending me. I'm not great at the moment in terms of my sleeping pattern, so we'll see what happens. But we've come towards the end of the episode. If you've enjoyed today, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe as well to my channel if you're new. Cheers, and follow me on social media. All the links can be found down below in the description. Have a great day, take it easy, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.